When North Dakota State played Youngstown State last year, they never had the lead until the fourth quarter. Then they had to go to overtime to claim their victory. This year, they were hoping to do a little bit, take the lead early on, and the defense lived up to the billing, as at the end of the first half, North Dakota State was leading 7-0. Here you see Nathan Mays dropping back to pass with a clean pocket. He hits Jeremiah Broswell for a 46-yard catch. Nice catch there. Penguins trail, however, 7-0. And very next play, Mays fakes the handoff to Tevin McCaster, and he finds Miles Joyner in the end zone for a 21-yard touchdown. The Penguins tie it up at 7. Later on in the fourth quarter, Lance Dunn, he takes it around the right end. He stiffs arms the defender, makes a few defenders miss. A nice little juke move here. So he gets down to about the 10-yard line. The game is still tied at 7. A few plays later, Easton Stick calls his own number, and he gets the 1-yard touchdown run. The Bison regain the lead 14-7. Cam Peterson would later on kick a field goal, make it 17-7. Nathan Mays dropping back to pass. Derek Tuska is not going to have any of that as he records a sack. The Bison still are up 17-7. Here you see Montgomery Van Gorder dropping back to pass and forced to scramble thanks to the pressure by Jabril Cox and Greg Menard. Robbie Grimsley comes up with a game-sealing interception. The Bison would go on to win 17-7.
Position. That scheme is tough. It's tough to throw against it. It's tough to run against it. They do a really good job and play hard, and so proud of our guys for just staying with it and finding a way.
You see Easton Stick there. He finished the game 13-23, 197 yards, 1 touchdown through the air to Lance Dunn, and 1 rushing touchdown. Lance Dunn, 18 carries, 100 yards, and 1 receiving touchdown for 30 yards. For the final time of the 2018 regular season, North Dakota State will hit the road to take on the Bears of Missouri State. The Bison are looking to get their game going after last week's tough game against the Penguins. The Bears allowed 228 yards on the ground. They're allowing 34 points per game while they were scoring only 27 points per game. Chris Kleiman knows that if the Bears quarterback gets it going, it could be a long day for the Bison.
When he's playing well, they're a really good team, and he makes them go, and they're an up-tempo team, so it's all about rhythm, similar to South Dakota. If they get a first down, they're going to get back on the ball.
This game is only available on ESPN Plus because it is the Missouri Valley Game of the Week. With a win, the Bison will claim the Missouri Valley title outright. The North Dakota State men's basketball team opened up their 2018-2019 season on the road. They took on the defending WAC champions and the preseason favorite to win the league yet again this year, New Mexico State. The Bison trailed from the start as New Mexico State built an 18-3 lead early on. After the first 8 minutes, the Bison were able to keep pace with the Aggies, and they played to a score of 55-53 the rest of the way. The Bison lost 73-56 and were led by sophomore forward Rocky Cruiser, who poured in a career-high 23 points. They will now return home on Sunday for their home opener, where they will take on the Gauchos of UC Santa Barbara. Tip is scheduled for 1 p.m. Women's basketball open up their season at home. They take on the Comets of Mayville State. Pick it up in the second quarter. Kylie Hurang gets the pass from Cindy Gongo, and she drains the 3 as the Comets lead 15-11. Later on in the second quarter, more Comets. Andrea Skillingstad gets the layup to go. Comets lead 18-15. However, NDSU would crawl its way back in as Fernandez finds Emily Dietz down in the low block. The Bison trailed 20-19 at the half. They would trail 24-22. Tyra Spencer dribbling it up on top of the key. She gets the tough layup to go as the Bison take the lead 26-25. Riley Newdell finds Michelle Geiserova for 3 there. The three-pointer to seal the deal. The Bison win 49-43.
Am I happy with it? No. We are a better basketball team. We shoot the basketball better. We rebound better. We run in transition better than you saw. But given what we saw last Tuesday to this Tuesday, we're going in the right direction.
The Bison would get their first win of the season after a tough loss to Minnesota Duluth just a week ago. Tyler Spencer led the Bison with 13 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. 13 points is a career high. Next, they take on Creighton on Friday night. Tip is scheduled for 5 p.m. Bison junior guard Sarah Jacobson is redshirting this season due to health concerns. Jacobson started all 29 games for the Bison last season, averaging 10 points and 4 rebounds per game. During her first season, she started all 30 games and averaged 9 points per game. She was named to the Summit League All-Newcomer team her freshman year. She did play 14 minutes and not score any points in the exhibition contest. The NDSU volleyball team played its final home match of the season on Sunday against Purdue Fort Wayne and also celebrated their lone senior, Mackenzie Burke. There you see Burke getting the jersey and the flowers, taking a picture with Coach Lopez's Bison, hoping to go up in the standings. Mackenzie Burke gets the Bison on the board. She gets one of her 15 kills in the first set. However, Fort Wayne's Jabaria Green slams it down the middle as the Mastodons take set 1, 25-19. Bison set in the second set. Callie Hagerly catches the defense off guard. Little tip over there. The Bison win second set, 25-21. Those fans are excited. If they want the Bison to go up 2-1, they know they got to get behind them. However, Fort Wayne's Kristen Tidd with the big block gets the big block inside. The Bison are trying to keep the momentum. Sydney Boris, she blocks Alexis Blockmeyer there as the Mastodons take the third set, 25-23. In the fourth set, Madeline Worcester cleans up the middle on the inside, a little spike there. Mastodons hold on and take set 4, 25-23. NDSU falls to 7-18, 5-9 in the Summit League. Oral Roberts improves this. Fort Wayne improves to 16-12 and 7-7 in the Summit League. NDSU is led by Mackenzie Burke with 15 kills, and Fort Wayne was led by Sydney Boris with 16 kills. The next, the Bison will travel with Oral Roberts 5 p.m. on Friday, and then on Sunday they'll take on the Coyotes of South Dakota. NDSU Wrestling opened the season in a big way this past Sunday when they took on the 17th-ranked Northwestern Wildcats. With a win, it would be the third consecutive season the Bison have beaten a ranked opponent. The Bison started off strong with Brent Fleetwood winning the 125-pound match 9-2, and Cam Sikora, who is ranked 20th in the country at his weight class, winning his match 4-0. Northwestern would make things a bit closer. Yaha Thomas would win the 141-pound match by fall over Gavin Sutton, but the Bison would take control and eventually win the entire contest 26-17. With the win, the Bison have now beaten a ranked opponent for the third straight season. Their next matchup will be on November 8th against Northern Illinois at Shields Arena at 7 p.m. If more Bison basketball this weekend, more Bison wrestling, and also the Fargo Force are back at home this weekend.
Well, thanks, Eric. Stay with us after the break for this week's Bison on the Street.